As mobile apps incorporate an increasing number of functions and features, a single app is often tens or even hundreds of megabytes in size. Such apps can take a long time to download and install, and they can quickly take up most of a device's memory. This may put off users installing new apps. So, how can you stop this issue from costing your new users? Huawei Quick App can help you solve this problem. With Quick App, you can use relatively simple programming languages such as JavaScript and CSS to efficiently build a Quick App. A Quick App offers users what is essentially the same functional experience as a native app, while only requiring about 20% as much code. This obviously leads to drastically reduced development costs. Currently, more than 90% of app types can be created as Quick Apps. You can launch your Quick App on the Huawei App Gallery to quickly reach users through multiple channels, such as the Quick App Center, App Rankings, App Search, App Sharing, Global Search, and Huawei Assistant. Your Quick App can also be directly added to the home screen, eliminating the need for installation and allowing users to open it in seconds by simply tapping the app icon. The data package of a Quick App is very small, so storing and running such an app will not place heavy loads on user devices. Without a doubt, this will greatly improve user experience and generate a greater number of loyal users for your app. Quick Apps are compatible with all Huawei devices, allowing them to reach the hundreds of millions of Huawei device users worldwide. This will enable you to easily increase your app's user base. Huawei Quick App can help you build quick apps that don't require installation, allowing users to easily experience your app and the services it offers.
So, as you can see, Quick Apps is a group of tools that allow you to write front-end code, which allows for quicker development. So basically, the coding stacks that are used are your HTML, your CSS, and your JavaScript. Huawei Quick Apps offers free installation. So how you can see it is Quick Apps are automatically downloaded and opened on a device without any installation. The space required for these apps is a maximum of 10 megabytes. They will be automatically updated when they're used, basically, yeah? These Quick Apps are not the same as PWAs, but they do offer native rendering, which gives you a system functionality without having to use any browser. Okay, so Quick Apps have access to device capabilities like APIs and different components such as your div, your list, your image, which actually allows richer user experience. Okay? Just to give you guys a quick overview of the capabilities of Quick Apps, as you can see currently displayed on screen, you will see that Quick Apps are actually easy to implement. I mean, you can see from Feature, Instant App, Progressive Web App, and Quick App, you can see as displayed on screen how easy it is actually to implement these. So, now that you've seen how easy it is, jumping into the advantages of Quick Apps, you will see that the Quick Apps are by far the most superior of the bunch, as displayed on the screen currently.
I mean, look at them, they do everything. If you compare them to other types, they've got all the ticks there that make them superior. I can see why.
Yeah, 100%, Michael. Okay, let's get into the framework, starting with the loader. So, the Quick App Transformer will begin to transform your original UX file into like your JavaScript bundle. From there, it is packaged into what we call an APK file, which will run the file through Java's runtime V8 engine. Once inside, it is able to access the actual Android system and rendering engine. It will begin to verify the signature, and once verified, it will unpack all of these files so that the JavaScript engine can find the actual access point. To give you guys just an idea of the product structure, so you will have a source folder, which includes other folders such as your project files and common files, okay? The app UX folder is the page that you will then start the application. From here, it will take you to the other pages. The sign folder will have all of your signatures and certificates, either the debugging or, for example, the release. The package JSON will be here, which hold your dependencies, you can then also include your external NPM packages, what you guys call, okay. The UX file, which is basically the package or the page itself, comprises of 3 segments, okay, which are the template, the style, and the script. The template will house your components and directives. The style will allow you to bring styling basically to your pages. And then, of course, the script will allow you to work with your data and control the life cycle of the page or the screen that you will basically see. It will also allow you to access the other parts of the API, and basically the possibilities are endless with quick apps. Sure. So, the big question that you guys have been asking, how do you guys create a project? Once you've downloaded the Quick App IDE and installed it, you will see the following menus. So, go to the file, then new project, and then select the new fast app. And that will open the dialog box where you can input the project and package names as well as the workspace, okay? You can create a hello world, HS game, HS app, or showcase. For this example, we'll select a hello world. Each of these options you will open up by starting a template, and then you can then start working on it, basically. I hope that makes sense.
Yes, yes.
Okay, now when moving on to the API. So you've got different types of APIs which are available to you as a developer. We all know that, right? You have basic ones such as your router, which allows you to route users to different pages. Your UI, which you can prompt your user. And then, of course, your network APIs, which allow you to request to download or to upload to your server or to even to your cloud, okay? You have a storage, okay, which is your storage APIs, which allow you to store things onto your phone or access storage from the phone itself. System APIs are your network and geolocation, which allow you to check location or even network connectivity. So media will allow you to access pictures on your device. And then, of course, your security API will allow you to encrypt certain things like your chats between users and so forth.
Okay.
Perfect. Okay. So Huawei HMS core services are also available for your quick apps, such as your account kit, which actually allows users to sign into apps instantly through their Huawei ID. We all know you have a Huawei ID.
I do, and
I have one too.
You have to have one in order to use the HMS ecosystem.
100%, Michael. You will need to enable this function through the account kit services. Here are some APIs that you could actually, or that you could call when you're actually developing. Okay, so as you can see displayed on the screen, for our Pay API, it is also superior and simple to use. First, you'll get your provider and call the pay method. All the information shown on the screen would be configured beforehand. The information is then shown more easily to the actual user. Okay. When moving on to our HMS PMS API, so what we would call your short for product management system, this allows you to access to your transactions or your purchases or information of your orders or items that the actual users can actually pay for. Okay? You can use the code here to initiate the pay function for the transaction, as you can see displayed on the screen. My absolute favorite. Now diving into our IDE. All right, so here are some of the features you can see just displayed on the screen. When it opens, it will actually look like this, as displayed on the screen currently. To see the real-time preview, you can plug your phone into your USB port, okay? And see the app running while you're actually coding. You have to run this on an administrator level on a Windows device. The editor section is where you will write the code. You can change the device that you're currently coding for or on at the top of the screen. The console will then show you your outputs. The project manager will then allow you to see your file structure. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I'm glad. Okay. You will then be able to access your debug console near the console output. It will actually allow you to do an analysis to basically debug in real time. All right, now moving on to one of our quick apps, which is called the card.
Oh, I know the card. You find them on Huawei Assistant.
I see you've been doing some reading, Michael.
Yeah, they help you they bring functionality to the device for the user. Very handy.
Okay, let me dive right into it. It is actually developed very similar, in a very similar fashion to the other quick apps. But you would actually call this one, it's more of like a widget. So when the user accesses this, basically they do an access on your app or or how can I rephrase this? They do not access your app, basically, but on the 1- screen. I don't know if that makes sense to you.
Yeah, on the -1 screen.
Yes.
Yeah, when you scroll right, swipe right.
Okay, 100%. Okay. It is basically much more convenient for your functions, such as your flights, hotels, or even your stocks. You can send push notifications to the screen so that they can actually see the services. Okay, so when you're creating this, you will select New Widget and name all your fields. Does that make a bit of some sense to you, Michael? Okay. You can then customize your widget size. You can see as displayed on the screen currently. You can then start from scratch or use the pre-made template.
I think I'm going to choose the pre-made template.
Okay.
It's to make it even easier.
Okay, that's a fair choice. Okay, so to release the card, you go onto App Gallery, connect and upload your APK. You will then go to the developer console and select the Huawei Ability Gallery tab. I must emphasize on this one, the Huawei Ability Gallery tab is the one that you will select, which is where you will create the projects for the actual card, okay? You will then configure it. It will handle the communication to the native app and, of course, the -1 screen. Okay, so
I've got a question, right? So you
Yes.
can create apps with Quick App, as the name implies, but I want to create a game. So can I create a game with Quick App?
I'm glad you asked that question, Mike. I'm just going to dive right into it. Okay, so let's move on to our quick game, which is actually easy. It's an easy way to create your games using the Quick App, okay? So what you do here is you will have your HTML5 page, which is similar to how you would create an HTML website, for example. There are 3 runtimes that you can select to render your app, okay? The system APIs are available like they would be on a regular app, such as, for example, your count, your pay, or even your push, and etc., okay? Please remember, however, to all my developers, remember your Quick App will take up a maximum of 10 megabytes. I must actually emphasize that it will take a maximum of 10 megabytes, and let's stick to that. Most Quick Apps do not exceed 2 megabytes, however. But do remember to ensure that you take your rendering and graphics into account.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay. And now, just quick questions, Q's and A's.
Yeah.
Michael, do you have anything?
I do. So before this training began, we got some submissions from developers who wanted to find out a couple of things. So I'm hoping you can answer them for me.
Okay,
So
let's try.
we've got the first question. How do you start a native app by Quick App?
Okay, that's a good one. So what you would do is you can actually use the router API, specifically the push method, and then you will need to provide an object which has the URI element and the value for that, and the value that can actually be deep linked within the actual app itself.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. The next question, does Quick App support ES6?
I always tell the developers this. Of course, yes. The JavaScript code runs on a V8 engine, so...
I remember you said that earlier,
Yes,
the
in the
V8
training.
engine. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And then a very popular question, can Quick Apps run on Apple phones?
Good question. I've had this one before, Michael. The answer to that is actually no. So Quick Apps can only run on Huawei phones. Samsung and Apple phones are not supported at all.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much, Em, for that very insightful training. I certainly learnt a lot.
Yeah.
So, and well done.
Thank you
Congratulations
so
on your
much.
training.
Thank you, Michael.
Yeah.